Welcome to GoRacing.ie. We're here at Ballinrobe this evening where I'm joined by Denis Hogan, one of the few, if probably the only trainer and jockey currently today. And Denis, first of all, starting off, must have been a tough decision to start out training as well as riding. Has it been difficult over the last couple of years, and have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's been tough on plenty of occasions, but I suppose it gradually took off from 2 to 4 to 10 horses, and things progress nicely. So as we've got bigger, it gets harder, and I enjoyed combining both roles at the moment.
And if somebody told you had to either ride or train horses, which would you pick?
I actually really enjoy the riding. I think riding and training is great because you know so much about that horse, and you learn so much more every day for the next day. Hard to pick one, but combining both is great. But I still I get some buzz out of riding still, yeah.
And I suppose how most viewers will probably know you has been through Inis Meain, who's been a fantastic servant for the yard. How can you put into words what he's done for you?
No, he's given us a big kickstart. It just shows you how one horse can actually get you going and put you out there. But hopefully we can find more Inis Meains in the future. And
obviously for Barry, like when he bought the horse, I suppose you're a little bit anxious, wondering would you get to keep him. It's a good indictment to your training, really, that he did keep him with you.
Yeah, Barry's a top class man, top class owner. I rode for a couple of winners from through Shane Broderick and a few more trainers, and he had been following the horse. And when I mentioned to him that he was going to the sales, I think that the following day he picked up the phone and rang me. He said, try and close the deal, and he, fair play to him, he left him with me, and he's been a pleasure to train for. He's a horseman. He knows the job inside out, so he's very easy to deal with.
And I know obviously Barry loves having his jumpers, but there's a long summer ahead on the flat, and I know you think there's a real good flat pot in him.
Yeah, definitely. He's actually entered in the Irish Ledger, and he'll probably be trained for that. So, and I wouldn't rule out going back over hurdles again either, because Barry is a national hunt man, and that's what he was bought for in the first place. But I think Barry's knocked a good kick out of him winning listed on the flat, and we had a good trip to France, and we've been to Royal Ascot, and he could go foreign again.
And he's unbelievably tough, isn't he? I suppose that's what kind of captures the imagination of the public. He never knows when he's beaten, really, and that's what makes him so special, isn't it?
No, he keeps pulling it out, and I'll be looking forward to seeing him run the Ledger, especially if there's a bit of juice in the ground. I think he'll stay. So. And
just for maybe some of the lesser lights in the stable, is there anything coming out over the next couple of weeks for viewers that you might fancy in maybe the next week or two?
Yeah, we've plenty of summer horses, actually, dual purpose horses. There's 9 or 10 that are going to mix it there. We had a lovely horse win at Clonmel last week, Riddistan. I think he can climb the ladder a bit, yeah.
And I suppose looking back on Riddistan, I suppose you couldn't believe how easy you were going when you got there, could you?
No, I knew on paper it was an average contest, but a race can look average on paper that mightn't ride that way. So I wasn't surprised, but at the same time we had to go and do it, you know.
And would you expect him? What's the aim for him? Would it be a handicap hurdle again next time? Or?
Yeah, I don't know what rating he will be, but he'll probably mix it. I could see him winning on the flat. Yeah.